What's good, y'all? Back again, another day. It's your boy, the Curtis York, and welcome to Yorktown, baby, where it's going down in Yorktown. I am so happy to be making this video, man. Today we're talking about 500 subs, how I got to 500 subscribers, and hopefully by the end of this video, I can give you some tips and tricks and help you get to 500 subscribers. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, then go ahead on and smash that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. Do your boy a favor, you know what I'm saying? And let's get on into it. So let me tell you, one of the most important things for me as far as, you know, what I did to get to 500 subscribers is networking. And you know, it's something that you take for granted because it's like, it's social media, it's YouTube. Like, why would you need to network? But trust me, guys, linking up with other content creators in person and through social media is very advantageous, and it's very helpful. Not only does it allow you to kind of give yourself a measuring stick to see what good content is and, you know, what bad content is, it allows you to kind of gauge where you are and understand, you know, what you need to do in order to get to where you're going. I was super lucky to be able to tap into a lot of amazing content creators who were not selfish, and they were just willing to give away game and information. And you know, I can honestly say that without working with other content creators, there is no way that I personally would have been able to make it to 500 subscribers. I mean, you know, I had people invite me on their live streams. I've been in actual physical podcasts with other content creators, and you know, things like that, they really help you get your name out there and let people know who you are, because you get to share audiences. And if you don't have an audience, then it allows that person's audience to work with you, man, and grow. Now, when I say networking, let me be clear. I'm not talking about sub for sub. And I know that that's a very common topic for content creators when they're new. I think a lot of the older content creators know and understand that that's just not something that you want to do, because it damages your channel. Usually the people that subscribe end up unsubscribing like 2 seconds later because they don't care about your content. They're just subbing, or, you know, watch for watch. Even that, you know, that's kind of questionable depending on how you set it up and structure it. So what you really want to focus on is networking with like-minded content creators who, you know, share similar goals and interests with you, and you can exchange ideas and, you know, share audiences. And it just makes things a lot easier when you have a brain trust that you can tap into and get solid quality information and experiences that'll help you get a learning curve, you know. So the second one, guys, is promote. Listen, now when you promote, you have to be kind of tactical with it, because you understand. So I like to view things as a funnel, and you know, most sales funnels are like an inverted pyramid where, you know, at the bottom, which would be the top, you know, you just put it out there. Most people will ignore it, but they see it. And then the further down you get, that's where you get your community, which we're going to talk about later. So, you know, when you use other social medias to promote, you know, my first 100, I can definitely say, came from Facebook and Instagram purely. Just people that were curious, people that, you know, were familiar with me. They knew who Curtis was, but they didn't, you know, they not today.
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't know. I can't really explain it. But the first 100, I can pretty much say definitely came from, you know, my other social medias. Now, from 100 to 500 is, I think, really where the work began, because I had to start getting my name out there to other people who had no idea who I was. And I did that, like I said, through networking and working in communities within, you know, the social structures of social media. And that allowed me to not only link up with other content creators, but find people that just enjoy content and they would support. And I'm just gonna say it, people that you don't know are 100% gonna be your biggest supporters. I mean, your friends and family, they will show love.
By the time niggas show you love, you don't need one. By the time niggas show me love, I ain't need me. By the time niggas show me love, I was on the team.
They'll pop up, you know, once you kind of already are you know, pop in and you have some traction. It's like a snowball and an avalanche, a snowball that turns into an avalanche. You know, once they see that other people like your content and you know what you're doing and it's getting better and the presentation is getting better and things like that, other people, your friends and family will come on board. Now mind you, your friends and family are probably going to be your first subscribers, but they're not going to be your first supporters. And there is a difference. You know, a subscriber is just going to click that button and it stops there. A supporter is going to click that button, they're going to comment on your videos, they're going to like everything, they're going to get invested in you and your family, and you know, that's what you want. Now to get there, you have to start, like I said, your first 100, you got to start there, you got to cross that hurdle, and then from there, that's when you kind of build your audience. And then also, let me say, everybody's journey is different. You know, for me, 100 was a grind, 500 was a grind. I don't think 1,000 is going to be a grind for me, because I kind of got a better understanding. But you know, a lot of people, their first video is really, really, really good, and they blow up instantly. That is possible. It does happen. Does it happen often? I haven't seen it happen that often, but it does happen. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's impossible. Now, for that to happen, there has to be a lot behind the scenes that goes into it. And then sometimes people just get lucky. I mean, you got to call a spade a spade. Next, for me, 100% live streams. Live streams, live streams, live streams. I am team live stream 100%, because when you go live, it allows people to see you in an unfiltered manner. You're gonna have mistakes, you're gonna have bloopers. I know that's a scary thing for a lot of people, where you know, you're editing, you can cut things out or maneuver things around, or you can play director and kind of smooth it out. But when you're live, anything can happen. But the thing about that also is your people really get to know you. They get to see you in an unfiltered, unadulterated way, which is a beautiful thing. You know, I can say that the only reason that I hit 500, again, you know, number one is definitely other content creators, and definitely going live. And then, you know, with the way that the YouTube monetization works now, you know, you get super chats once you hit 500 subscribers and you hit the watch time. So if you're already working on your live streams, people are already familiar with you, people already like what you have to say. Then once you get to the point where, you know, you are monetized at the 500 level and you can get super chats, you're more likely to get super chats because people already know you, they already rock with you, they enjoy your content. So it's like, hey man, you know, I want to support you or appreciate your work or whatever the case may be. So, you know, I know a lot of y'all are camera shy, and it's easy to do these types of videos where you're just talking or you're doing a vlog and you can cut things out or whatever the case may be. But live streams, I'm telling you, you know, live streams, and it's fun. You know, once, you know, initially when you're starting out and again and nobody knows who you are, people don't join, you know, you're pretty much talking to yourself. But the good thing is there's playback, so people can watch your live streams later. And then if people like your live streams, once they watch it on the playback, then they'll try to catch you live. And then that's when it gets fun. You know, I have so many people, shout out to Bacon, shout out to Edwin, shout out to Murder BX, you know, shout out to, you know, everybody that's been supporting your boy with the live stream. And shout out to Norman Nation over there at Hitter Nation. He put me on the live streams. I was like you. I was team, you know, I ain't really rocking with no live streams like that. I'm gonna stick to these vlogs, and you know, that's just how we gonna rock. I'm gonna do a couple talking head videos where I'm doing this, just sitting here talking and presenting information. But then I got exposed to the live streams, and I'm telling you, it's definitely worth it. Plus it helps with your watch time. If you can talk on live for an hour plus, you know, that definitely benefits your watch time. So that's something that you want to keep in mind as well. Shorts. So shorts are important as well, and I gotta be 100. I'm not the biggest shorts person, but they work. Shorts will get you subscribers. Shorts will get you views. They work. There's no way around it. YouTube is pushing shorts right now, so if you make shorts, then understand it is gonna boom. Now shorts works funny because sometimes, you know, a short will blow up instantly. You'll have like 5,000 views. And then other times you'll have 0. What I found is that if a short doesn't hit like that, I'll delete it and repost it later, and then chances are it'll end up booming. So, you know, shorts, Shorts is definitely interesting. I don't know much about it because I'm just, like I said, being honest, I don't do shorts that much. I probably should do them so much more, but I don't. And you know, it is definitely affecting my channel. Like, I'm sure I would be much bigger, much faster if I did shorts, but I don't. Now this one is one that you're gonna see on other videos, any video talking about YouTube, but it is true and you have to address it. Consistency. You have to be consistent. Now, what does consistent mean? It varies. So consistent can mean having a consistent upload schedule where you're posting, you know, 1 time a week, or if you're posting 2 to 3 times a week, you're posting the same time. Or if you're experimenting, you know, and you post different times to see what works for you. The biggest thing is just making sure that you have a steady flow of content and you just keep it cranking and you keep it coming out. You know, for me right now, where I'm at the very least, I try to post 3 times a week. A good week, I'm posting every day. And you know, like I said, right now I'm unemployed, so my circumstances are a little different. I can pretty much always record and find something to do because 8 hours of my day aren't tied to a specific job. So I can just be driving and decide I want to make a video talking while I drive. Or I could see something cool, pull over and do that. Or I could just be at home and be like, you know, I'm gonna shoot a video, I'm gonna go live. So, you know, you want to find a balance of what works for you, and then you also have to take into account the time to actually shoot, the time to edit, and the time to upload. So those are the things that you want to keep in consideration, but consistency is key. People have to see you. The only way your channel is going to grow is if you post, you know, frequently enough to where people can get a general understanding of what your content is like and what your channel is like. And then also you got to be consistent in your promoting. You want to make sure that you're constantly getting your name out there, constantly networking, constantly marketing to other people and other content creators, as well as people that you see. You know, if you're having a conversation with somebody, let them know that you're a YouTuber. And instead of trying to get that girl phone number or get that dude phone number, drop them off your link, bro. Let them find you on YouTube and push that. And you know, something else that I've noticed, and this is kind of getting off script a little bit, you know, if you pick up a camera and you record something, don't say you want to be a YouTuber, or don't say you want to be a content creator. Say that you are a content creator. Own it. Stand 10 toes down on it. Stand on business. Because what happens is when you say that you're a content creator, your brain shifts. You know, it starts thinking, well, what does a content creator do? What does that look like? You know, what do I need to work on as a content creator? But if you say you want to be a content creator, all you're going to focus on is everything that you need to do to be a content creator. If you say you're a content creator, then you just start creating content and you figure it out as you go. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes. Yesterday, I uploaded a video and the sound was gone for about 10 out of 15 minutes, you know. Luckily, you know, my community, which I'm definitely going to hit on, let me know like, hey, you know, we can't hear you on this video. So I had to take the L, deleted the video, and then I re-uploaded it, and luckily everybody came back. Shout out to the community. Next up is engagement. You know, there's this thing where people will want subscribers, and don't get it wrong, subscribers are important, but like I told y'all earlier, you can have a bunch of subscribers and nobody comments, nobody likes, nobody does anything, they just simply subscribe. They're ghost subscribers. What you really want is engagement. And you know, honestly, I would take 100 subscribers that engage deeply on every single one of my videos over 500 subscribers, you know, or 1,000 subscribers. And the reason why is because if you could get 100 people that consistently comment on every one of your videos and you have a deep conversation, that means you have that community. Notice I keep hitting on that community word, and we're going to talk about it. But when you have engagement, you know, it goes so much deeper than just a bunch of subscribers. And again, I'm not taking away from subscribers at all, because I definitely enjoy having 500 subscribers. But when you have people that engage with you, you know, that's what brands are looking for. That's what companies are looking for. That's what marketers are looking for, because they understand that you have a voice and you're tapped in with your community, and it allows them to be able to easily transition from their product to you, to your clientele and your fan base or your subscriber base. You know, I don't even have subscribers anymore. I have citizens of Yorktown, and shout out to all of the citizens of Yorktown. And if you are watching this video and you're still here at this point and you aren't a citizen of Yorktown, then what are you doing, man? Come on. Come on, I got cute kids, I got a cute wife, you know what I'm saying? We alright, you know, definitely think about joining Yorktown. But anyways, seriously, that engagement, man, it's really what you need, it's really what you want. See, I talk about the kids and they pop up. You know, engagement is what you need. You need that engagement, and once you get the engagement, the way that the algorithm works is it sees that people are vibing with your content, they're liking it, they like what you have going on, and then they're gonna send more people your way because, like I said earlier, YouTube works like a snowball that turns into an avalanche. It starts with one little piece of snow that starts rolling, it just drops a little too heavy, and then it starts rolling. Next thing you know, you got a snowball, and you got an avalanche. And that's pretty much how it goes, you know. So focus on engagement more than focusing on subscribers. If your engagement is high, then the subscribers are gonna come. And, you know, don't really focus on views that much. You know, views matter, and I'm not saying views don't matter, but, you know, you want your views to translate into engagement, and you want your views to translate into watch time. You know, some of my biggest videos, which I'm going to talk about later, are focused more on bigger content, and those are the ones that have a lot of engagement. You know, the views are high, but the engagement is high as well, which lets me know that that's a good video. When my views are high and my engagement is high, that means people are really invested in the videos, and you know, that means that it's a solid video, and I need to try to focus more on that type of content. Now, I've been saying it, let's talk about community. Community is so important, especially, you know, finishing off with engagement. You want a community that is engaging and that is invested in you. You know, a lot of people go wrong by focusing on niches, and I'm gonna definitely talk about niches because niches are important. But, you know, when you have a niche, you kind of fit into a stream. You know, a stream is just constantly moving. And when I say stream, I'm talking about a stream of water. You know, a stream is constantly moving, or a river. A river is constantly moving. It's already pushing. It's moving in one direction. You know, when you tap into that stream and you're going down that direction, you have to make sure that you stand out. And that's where your personality comes in. And that's how your community comes into play. You know, there's so many people that make content about sneakers. There's so many people that make content about office politics. There's so many people that make content about being married and having kids, 2 under 2. All things that I talk about here on this channel. But, you know, what you get when you watch these videos is me. You know, I bring you into my life. I show you what I have going on. And, you know, I try to reach out to my people. When I make these videos, I'm talking to my people. And gradually, I'm starting to learn who my people are, what they like, and I'm making content for them. So, you know, some of my favorite rappers are underground rappers. You know, you have like Currency or Larry June, Rock Marciano, those type of people. And what you notice, if you listen to like heavy underground people, they have a core market. They know who their market are, and they make music for their market. You know, they don't try to go out there and do too much or cater to everybody. You know, and usually when people come into their world, like say for example, one of my favorite producers is Alchemist, and everybody that I just named, they listen to they work with Alchemist. So Alchemist did a song with Drake, and Drake is my favorite artist. You know, when Alchemist does a song with Drake, you know, Drake goes into Alchemist's world. You know, same with Kendrick Lamar. He did a beat for Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick goes into Alchemist's world, and you can tell that it's an Alchemist beat because Alchemist has a signature sound that his people like. And what happens is you have people that like Alchemist but don't like Drake. They will listen to that Drake song because Alchemist did the beat, and Drake is talking to Alchemist's audience. So, you know, that's what you want to do. You want to have a community, you want to have a fan base. And I say fan base, but when I say fan base, I'm talking about like the Dallas Cowboys, or, you know, I'm an Atlanta Falcons person. And we have losing teams, I just have to say it. And, you know, even though we have losing teams, we still ride for our team. You know, I live in Charlotte. My wife works for the Carolina Panthers, and the Panthers pay our bills. You know, the Panthers buy us nice things. We enjoy the Panthers, but I'm a Falcons fan. You know what I'm saying? Even if the Panthers have a better season and, you know, they go to the Super Bowl, which they have done, and we haven't, they beat us to get there, you know, I'm gonna stick beside them.
That's mine. And
that's what you're going to settle for.
I'm gonna stick beside.
That's my team, and that's the type of people that you want to come to your channel, man. People that are gonna stick beside you, because, you know, let's be honest, guys, we're all human. Eventually we're gonna make a mistake. Eventually something's gonna go wrong. Eventually, you know, somebody's gonna decide to air out your personal business or your dirty laundry, or bring up something that you did in the past to try to tear you down. And, you know, subscribers are gonna go and be like, oh yeah, we can't stand this person, we're gonna ride out, we're leaving. But your core audience, you know, they'll give you the benefit of the doubt, because they know you, they've spent time with you, they've invested in you. Look at Kanye, man. Kanye is still out here making bank because of his core audience. They ride for him, they support him, he can do no wrong in their eyes. Another example, Donald Trump. Say what you want about the man, but his community rides for him. And that's the type of audience that you want to build. That's what you want. That's the type of community that you need if you want to survive and thrive on YouTube for the long haul. So, niches. I know, you know, this is another one that pops up often. Niche, 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 niche. Here's where I feel about niches. Niches are important, and here's why. Because when you first start on YouTube, well, I'll say me. When Curtis York first started out on YouTube, you know, people didn't know who I was. People didn't care about me, you know, and that's the reality. People don't care about you. People don't care about your day in the life. People didn't care about my day in the life. Like, if you go look at my old videos, like when I first started, I was doing vlogs and stuff, and nobody really watched them like that. Now, granted, the algorithm was a little different back then, so they have views, but what I'm saying is, you know, nobody cared about this little dude in Columbia, South Carolina with a little boy. Like, bro, step your production quality up. Like, what are you talking about? We don't know you, we don't care. You know, so that is where your niches are important, because your niches give you a chance to showcase who you are by talking about a broader topic that people care about. When you first start out, people don't care about you, they care about what they care about. You know, I collect hats. I did a video talking about hats. You know, that video gets a lot of likes. Why? Not because Curtis York, but because somebody who likes fitteds the same way I like fitteds is gonna watch that video, and they're gonna say, this Curtis guy is funny, or this Curtis guy is cool, or he's laid back, or he's chill. You know, that, I like it. Let me check out another video. Then they watch another video. Then they watch another video. Then they watch another video, and boom, I got them. You know, so that's what you want to do, man. Niches are important. You know, a lot of my subscribers come from my sneaker content. You know, or, you know, my biggest one, my doggone Louis Vuitton shades. You know, now, for me personally, I like to talk about a lot of different topics, but I try to focus on broader topics. I think my biggest video of all time is only about 8,000 views, but it's a video about a pair of Air Max 1s. And, you know, people didn't come to see me, they came to see the Air Max 1s. They stayed because of me, but they didn't come because of me. So, you know, finding a niche is definitely important, and finding a niche and sticking to it consistently is gonna blow up your channel, because also what it does is it links you to other people that are talking about the same topic. Because, you know, if you notice, when you watch a YouTube video and the video ends, if you don't stop it, another video will start playing. And so what happens is, if I'm making a video about those Air Maxes and somebody else made a video about the Air Maxes, when their video finishes, it's automatically gonna roll over into mine. If they like it and they enjoy my content, then they'll stop it, they'll click on my name, and then they'll see I have a whole bunch of other videos, and then they'll become a citizen of Yorktown by hitting that subscribe button. So yeah, niches are very important, especially when nobody knows you, because it builds your brand name and it builds your credibility, especially if you know what you're talking about and it's something that you enjoy. Now, for me personally, I just don't stick to one niche. Like I said, there's various things that I want to talk about, because there's various aspects of my life that I enjoy. If I only talked about clothes all the time, I wouldn't enjoy it. If I only talked about sneakers all the time, I wouldn't enjoy it. If I only talked about hats all the time, then I wouldn't enjoy it. So, you know, I try to mix it up. I try to have variety. You know, I have vlogs, I have a live stream, I have these where we're talking about content. And, you know, I try to be not necessarily a jack of all trades, but the things that I enjoy, I try to talk about. And that would be my personal advice to anybody that's looking to grow. You know, be yourself. And when you be yourself, you know, yourself might not necessarily fit into one particular box. And that's okay. Try to figure out how to incorporate you in a way that is going to make other people want to watch. But you have to start off with a niche. It is what it is, you know. Or you can do like I did. You don't find a niche. Well, you find a niche that works, but you don't stick to it, and you just grind. Thumbnails. Your thumbnails definitely do matter because people don't know you. When they see your thumbnail, they'll determine whether they want to watch your video or not. If you have a high quality thumbnail, people are more likely to watch your video than if you let the YouTubes decide what your thumbnail is. Now, if you can't put together a thumbnail and you can't afford to hire somebody to make a thumbnail, then, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But, you know, all I know is good thumbnails matter, good titles matter, descriptions matter too, which all three things are definitely areas that I need to work on. You know, making better thumbnails, making better descriptions, and figuring out the best way to title videos. These are all things that you work on, but these are all things that matter, and these are all things that help your channel grow. So definitely make sure that you keep that into consideration. Quality. Y'all please take time. And this one, you know, I'm probably gonna step on some toes, but it's okay. A lot of people, man, they just press record and they start running their mouth, or they start going, or they'll do a voiceover, but they don't take their time with their voiceover. They're just rushing and they're just talking. They don't stop, they don't delete, they don't edit. Man, the quality of your video matters. You know, I know my room looks a little crazy right now. It's a little, but, you know, it looks a lot better than before I hit that record button. You know, people judge you based on what they see in your background. So make sure that you have your stuff together. Make sure that you're keeping your quality on point. And when I say quality, I'm not talking about, you know, the quality of the actual video, like if it's 4K or HD and all that. Yes, it does matter, but good quality, it could be on a freaking camera from 1982. If the quality is good, people are gonna watch it. So focus on the quality of the content. Focus on making sure that you have a certain vibe set or an aesthetic or something like that so you stand out, and work your way back from there, and then everything else will kind of fall into place. Don't just get on here and start talking. Again, people don't really care about you like that. So if you just run in your mouth and it's not interesting, or you just venting and, you know, there's no direction or there's no nothing, people are gonna lose interest and they're gonna click off your video. And that's something that I'm telling you from experience, because I had to learn that the hard way. If you look at a lot of my older videos, I was just venting, bro. I was just talking, you know. I didn't have a direction of where I was going or what I was talking about. I just wanted to be like the big YouTubers who could just say whatever they want, and it worked. But I didn't understand in my mind that I wasn't a big YouTuber. So I need to make sure that what I'm saying is engaging, is keeping people's time, and I'm being respectful of people's time. Quality. And last but not least, have fun. You know, I was talking to a couple people. Shout out to my guy Mike from MNTV Family. Shout out to my girl Nikki P from Nikki P Vlogs. You know, we were talking about how the days seem long, but the years seem short. You know, it just hit me recently that it took me a year to get from 100 to 500, which means I got 400 plus subscribers in a year. Now, every day I felt like I wasn't moving. You can ask my wife, man, I was complaining. I'm like, yo, I don't think I'm ever gonna get to 500. You know, this is, I don't know, I'm gonna quit, man, forget it. And I've quit YouTube so many times, you know, but I had fun. I took away the need for the likes and the subscribes, and I just said, I'm gonna make good content, I'm gonna stay consistent, and I'm gonna focus on networking. And then boom, my channel grew up. So, you know, have fun, man. If it becomes a job, my bad, y'all, I was talking too long, the camera was about to stop. So, you know, if it feels like a job and you're not having fun anymore, then you need to stop and regroup and figure out, you know, what your why is, and you know what you need to do differently in order to make it fun again. Because at the end of the day, a lot of us are doing this because we want the freedom to be able to maneuver around how we want, doing things that we enjoy doing. And if that's your goal and you start to lose your love and your passion for it, then, you know, what's the point? If you're gonna be doing something that you don't enjoy doing, you might as well go clock in and just get a regular job, you know? This is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be, you know, that type of lifestyle that allows you to maneuver around and, like I said, do things that you enjoy. So you have to figure out what you need to do to make sure that you're still having fun. If that means taking a break, if that means outsourcing certain things to other people, then you got to figure out what you can do so that you enjoy creating this content, man. Because if you're just making videos to make videos, people are going to see it and it's going to show, and it's not going to hit the same as when you were still having fun and you were enjoying it, you know. So have fun, man. You know, I enjoy this process. Right now, you know, I got comments that I'm still working on from like 3 days ago, and I enjoy it. You know, my biggest thing is trying to figure out how to incorporate time to respond to the comments. But man, one day I was just hoping for one comment, and now I have so many comments I can't get to them in a day and be a father and be a husband. So, you know, I still have fun doing it, but it's just finding different ways. So guys, please make sure you have fun. There's so many videos of YouTubers that are quitting and they're stopping and they're going to do other things simply because they're no longer having fun. So you definitely got to find ways to incorporate that fun and just make sure that you can still enjoy doing this thing. So guys, that's it. Let me know what you think about this video. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Or there's some things that you need me to elaborate on? Are there some things that I missed? How did you get to 500 subscribers? If you're working on 500 subscribers, what are you doing that works for you? Or what's some things that you know you have that are giving you an advantage that is making your channel grow? Let's talk about it. You know, like I said, I'm focusing on community and I don't know everything. Like I said, I got to 500 by grinding my behind off. Listen, I was not having fun for a while. I just gotta say, I was not having fun for a while. But once I took a step back and I started regrouping, you know, I did get that fun back. So let me know what you guys are doing and what's working for you. Let's talk about it. What are your biggest obstacles? What do you need? Let's figure it out, man. Let's try to grow together. That's what it's all about over here at Yorktown community. So with that being said, I'm gonna force you one more time to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this type of content. If you don't like it, I get it, man. I get it. This ain't for you. But if it is for you and you enjoy this, come on home. Alright? We got a nice spot over for you in Yorktown. You know, we got a little mansion for you. We got nice streets that are polished and paved, you know, the whole nine. So come kick it in Yorktown, alright?